am Trekker, which I know means I am a tractor. I said that first in FedCon years ago. Crikey, we got a good house, haven't we? Yeah. God bless you all. No stomping in unison. Just saying. Good to be here. Someone got it. Must be from England. Don't mention it. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, well look, should we get right to it and sort of ask some questions, and that's usually the way to go. And then the stories follow. Who was here last night for the opening ceremony?
That was our show.
That was our show. You've seen it. You can all go.
Quiet for 15 minutes. Get on your phone.
Go now.
Actually, this is going to be one with a little less alcohol, bro.
What do you mean? I was sober as a judge last night. And as we know, yes, question.
Hello, I'm Luke.
Hi, Luke.
For season 5, and if they had done one for Enterprise...
I was going to say, I wasn't in that.
The movie of the week. If they had done more seasons of Enterprise, would it have been about the war between Earth and Romulus?
Indeed. Most likely.
Yeah, right?
I think Malcolm would have become captain, married to Paul, had Trip hanged,
He's dead.
and gone back to Riser. And there's a season right there, mate. You feeling it?
Yeah. And Trip would be undead. He'd be a vampire, probably. Or a zombie, because that seems to be super popular right now, the zombies.
Yeah. I could do zombie.
I could do zombie.
Next. Yes, young lady.
Hi, I'm Esther from Aruba, and well, first I wanted to say I was really, really bummed when Trip died, and I think more people were. But
I did a little happy dance.
my question is actually concerning Riza. In the series, you guys have some escapades. In real life, is your life similar to those things? Mentioning the sober as a judge last night, perhaps?
You see this glinting off the light? Diamonds in it.
That's the only escapade he'll ever know.
I'm married, man.
Yeah, you know, actor's life, darling. Do you know the story about the 3 dogs? They got a mathematician's dog, an architect's dog, and an actor's dog, and they set this little test for these dogs. And they got these bones in a little room, and they send the mathematician's dog in first, and lo and behold, when they go back in, he's sorted the little sticks out into 2, 2, and 2, like a mathematician. They jumble them up, they send in the architect's dog, they come back in 20 minutes later, he's made a little house out of the little bones, architect's dog. So they jumble them up, they send in the actor's dog, they go in 20 minutes later, he's eaten the bones, he's fucked the other 2 dogs, and he says, "Is that lunch?"
No.
And that is the escapade of my life.
Behavior.
I wanted to ask you what were the most challenging scenes for you to act on Enterprise?
Well, for me, it was the ones with dialogue.
He's not joking. He can walk. He can point and walk.
The technobabble ones, in all honesty, because it doesn't make any sense. Well, it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, some of the technobabble was, but it did actually, if you really looked at it long enough, it kind of made sense. You know, I tell you, a lot of that work we did in Shuttle Pod 1 was quite taxing, not least because that ceiling, and I'm not a tall man, but it was pretty low, and I swear to God, we must have banged our heads in that 10 days. You know.
We left more flesh on that shuttle pod.
Yeah, the air was blue in there a few times. I'm not best known for my Catholic speaking.
Shocking news to each and every one of you, I'm sure.
I was once hauled up in front of a headmistress at 6 years old for swearing in class, and I just went, "Look at that, Mrs. Smith's a bloody liar." Ah, rats! Yes?
Question. What was your favorite part in the entire filming of the entire series of Enterprise?
Oh Lord, I got a check, was pretty cool.
Yeah, I tell you, the first check that came in the mail for the double episode, the pilot, I took a photograph of that. It's somewhere in that computer of mine. But yeah, that was
look, in all honesty, there's something to like the boy childhood fantasy of like playing war with your phase pistol. I mean, I have to be honest. I really kind of
which he broke every one.
I did. I broke both.
These props phase pistols were super expensive. The first one, they ended up using the ones that you got from Toys R Us. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
They were better.
And they were actually, they got to work better. They took the noise off of it, as you know. But yeah, he broke all the within 10 days of shooting.
No, I'll tell you the story. I broke them all in about 20 minutes. So in the pilot episode, I get the captain and Trip get into a fight with some Zindi who happened to be in this control panel. And you know, at the time, I thought I was a stunt guy, a little bit. And so I would, you know, especially in the pilot, I would do whatever stunts they asked, you know, unless I was hanging suspended from something. And they were like, well, we need the guy to run into this component thing and then fall down, and that's it. I was like, I can do that. Action. Run into the thing, fall down.
Two pieces.
My face pistol breaks in half.
Yeah.
And the props guys are like, no! Like it was a child who broken a leg, like their child. So I was like, what, man? They're like, these are we don't have any, these are the only two we have. We had to do the take again because some of it wasn't very good. So I look over at Scott, and I'm like, can I use your phase pistol? And he said, no. You're gonna break it. I said, Scott, I promise you, I will not break it. I know how to fall this time. Action. So we had to tape them together. You can't see it in the episode, but they no longer let me have a lot of the props after that, for some reason or another.
Hello, this one goes to Connor, and I want to know, in the final episode of Enterprise, Trip died.
What?
Yes, and I want to know...
Hey, wait! Did you all know that? Yeah.
Sorry? And
He's over there.
I want to know what was the reason for this, and which idea was it to let Trip die?
I wrote that.
Dominic was hoping for a 5th season. Whose idea was it? I think it came from the executives. I think it was their idea to, you know, I've been asked this question, I think, at every convention that I've ever been to, and I never give a very satisfying answer. My personal feeling, they wanted to give the finger to the network for canceling us. That, you know, or they didn't like me very much. The other question you asked, part of was what? The reason behind the cancellation? Why I was killed? I don't know. How's that? Yeah, uncomfortable pause. Go ahead, let's ask a question.
We have another one at the back.
A long time.
Hi.
They didn't answer all my prayers, but now we're canceled. They can kiss my ass. They can go to hell. They should have made me captain anyhow. Put me in the cat suit as well. 'Cause I've got tits and ass, just as good as Jolene Blaylock. I've got looks and charm, mountains higher than Connor, Trinneer books and smarts, just as much as Dr. Flox ever had. I've got game, yeah, I've got game, right from the heart.